fam. What is going on? As always, we got original music today. If you're interested in my original music, check out my electronic music channel. I'll link it in the description. And I'm here today to check in because I miss you guys, but also got these attars. So I got 3 attars here from a house called Rising Phoenix Perfumery. Rising Phoenix, out of Georgia, I believe. And it's just one guy. His name is J.K. DeLapp. And he does it all himself. He sources these, he sources the oud. He does the extractions. He does he perfumes the attars and things like that. And you can get all kinds of stuff, attars. You can get pure oud oil from Rising Phoenix. And you can get chips. You can get oud chips, I believe. But I got these guys here less than a year ago. So, within the last year, I picked these up. And I just wanted to show them to you guys and talk about the perfumery a little bit because it's pretty interesting. If you're not familiar, attars are perfumes that are an oil, not an alcohol. And you don't spray them, you dab them, or you swipe them from a little applicator. So no sprays, it's just oil. And places over in the Middle East and things, and for many, many centuries, this is how they've worn perfume, as an attar. So, let's get going here. I'm going to try one. I'm going to put all 3 on skin, talk about them a little bit, read the descriptions, and tell you a little bit more about the perfumery. We got off to a rocky start, my relationship here with Rising Phoenix. I was poking around Reddit. Oh, I think I saw it on Fragrance Swap. I saw the Blue Lotus attar come up on Fragrance Swap. And I was like, that's interesting. What's that? As I was, I was exploring attars and the different houses and the different, I'm just learning more about attars and growing a little small collection of attars that I just think attars are a blast. They're so much fun to wear and to play with and to carry around with you. And attars don't project as much usually as an EDP, eau de parfum will. It comes suspended in alcohol, and you spray this alcohol suspension, and it dissipates, and the alcohol evaporates, and the vapor kind of expands out, and you can smell it. But an attar is just an oil, so there's no alcohol to diffuse the fragrance. So less projection, which is fine for me. I'm not always looking to project. In fact, I enjoy a nice skin scent. I wear perfumes mostly for myself, so let's get going here. The first one, I was going to tell you about my rocky start. So I'm exploring these different oils and attars and things, and I found out about this Rising Phoenix perfumery. A lot of people saying good things about it. And so I'm like, okay, let me check it out. I went to the website, and it was expensive. At the time, I was looking at these prices thinking, oh my God. But I wanted to try it out. I'm willing to put down the money, but I got to know I'm getting a quality product and I got to know a little bit more. So I did a little test run. I ordered the smallest size oud oil, pure oud oil you could get. and it was about 50 bucks. And placed my order, la-di-da, move on with my day. Days passed, weeks passed. I didn't get any kind of confirmation for my order. And I didn't, and I'm kind of like thinking, this is my first time with this website. It's just like basically a random website. Don't have any experience with them or know anyone personally who has. And I'm thinking, crap, I just dropped 50 bucks and I haven't even heard anything. Like, I don't even know what's going on. So I emailed the contact, just wanted to make sure my order's being processed, and nothing, no response. And I'm getting more and more anxious, thinking I just got scammed out of 50 bucks. And so I'm thinking the worst. I'm assuming the worst here. And so another email, I think, I reached out to their chat, and I just didn't get any update or anything. And now at this point, a couple weeks had passed, and I hadn't heard anything. And I'm thinking, well, shit, I need to get my 50 bucks back. So I'm gonna go. I paid with PayPal. I can contest the charge or something. I can maybe get a refund. But I thought, let me send one more email before I do that. And so I sent an email, it was all caps. And it said, last email, I'm going to, reverse my payment. And finally, I got a response. And so there was at first it was a little contentious. He was defensive about it. And I was, I was like in Karen mode at that point, complaining about my experience there. And I relaxed, and he explained to me that it's just him. He's the only employee, so he does everything, perfumes, sources, everything from filling orders to emails, everything. He does it all. And turnaround can be a while, 2 months. 2 months is the turnaround for an order, even a $50 order of oud oil. I didn't realize this. I've never dealt with them before. And he said that on the website, it says that it can take up to 2 months for an order to be processed. So, and I hadn't seen that. So eventually I, calmed down and eventually got my oud oil, and it was fantastic. It was awesome, pure oud oil. It smelled amazing. I ended up adding it to like this. I made a concoction of attars, which was not the smartest thing I've ever done, but it has oud ulia and rosa core in it, and so I combined those two, and then I added this oud oil, and it's great, but it's just like basically layering at that point, and it kind of, it was early on in my attar journey. So anyway, so got over the hump there with Rising Phoenix Perfumery, got my first order, enjoyed it, went back for more. I got, I think it was the Castoreum attar, and what else? Civet attar I got. So I have like these, like it's basically just civet, which is cool for experimenting, layering. Like let's say I'm wearing Goldman, but it's not pissy enough. Maybe I can layer some civet in there. So these things are fun to have around and experiment with. And then I went back one more time for this order, and I got these 3 attars. I realized that I wanted to try his attars, his oud attars. And so these are what I came up with. So let's start here with the Nagi attar. And I got some vacuuming there in the background, so I want to apologize for that. But let's start with the Nagi attar. Let's see here. Okay, 1 second, guys. There it is. Nagi Attar from 2020, and it's a Nag Champa Oud Attar. I'm going to go ahead and put it on skin while I talk about it, and I can kind of like let it sink in. So I'm going to find a place for 3 spots for fragrance here. Put one right here. And this is the Nagi Attar. Okay, it smells really good. It smells really good. Okay, let's see. Let's read about it. What does a yogi scent their spiritual space with? Definitely the best of all the Indian aloes woods. One of the most beautiful, bewitching, incredible incenses available, and that would be Nag Champa. Nag Champa. Nag Champa is a well-known, captivating incense, and the quality in recent years has left me wanting something to replace the crap being sold for Nag Champa. So he's complaining about the mainstream Nag Champa incense that you get. Let me just scan ahead here. Okay. Nagi Attar is a tribute to this wonderful incense bouquet in a liquid perfume form. The key is an exquisite oud oil on top of a rich base reminiscent of the old school Nag Champas of yesteryear. Nagi Attar is a very woody and spicy fragrance, damp, feral, spicy goodness on top of what seems like a sandalwood, halmadi, and honey base. A total kaleidoscope of aroma. Every element of it is of superb quality. Nagi Attar is composed of the extracts of sensual vanilla beans, exotic ylang flowers, ancient Nargamatha roots, exquisite saffron spice, exceedingly rare Mysore sandalwood, and several other species, special aromatic botanicals. Compounds together with a gorgeous batch of hay and tobacco-rich Bangladeshi oud I've reserved for some projects. Together, these materials yield an incredibly rich, sweet, ethereal, balsamic floral bouquet with a delicate, suave, spicy, resinous undertone, fantastic tenacity. Not to mention a swoon-worthy attar that will turn heads over. All right, so he's just talking it up, but it's really good. Okay. So this is supposed to be like a Nag Champa. Oh man, that's a lot. I just put a lot on. Look at that. Never mind my injury there. Yeah, that's a huge amount of oil right there. It smells amazing, actually. It does smell somewhat like Nag Champa, but not exactly like not like the incense that I'm used to, or I used to use in college. You know what I'm saying? So that is the Nagi Attar from 2020. Fascinating. Let's look at this one next. Mughal Amber. So this is an amber oud. Amber oud. I'm going to use a different spot, maybe up here in the wrist a little further. So you get this like a wand. It's like a glass wand. And you just swipe it on your skin there. And then from there you can, like, you know, rub your wrists together or whatever. Okay, I think I want more. So yeah, this is more ambery. All amber oud. This is more ambery. I'm gonna like, I should have done it further away from the first spot. Yeah, this is ambery and kind of funky. The oud must be offering some funk here, but it's like an amber base. Let's see if I can read on this one. Let's see here. All right, Mughal Amber Oud. Okay. The Mughal emperors were a branch of the Timurid dynasty from the early 16th century to the early 18th century. They built and ruled the Mughal Empire on the Indian subcontinent, mainly corresponding to the modern countries of Bangladesh, India, and Pakistan. The Mughal Empire was founded by Babur, a Central Asian ruler who was descended from the Turco-Mongol conqueror Timur on his father's side, and from Chagatai, the second son of the Mongol ruler. Genghis Khan on his mother's side. So we're talking about the Mughal Empire. Let's see, he wanted to make, this is J.K. speaking, J.K. Delap, the perfumer. I wanted to make the most insanely luxurious amber oud, something a Mughal emperor would have worn. Simple concept with an unbelievable delivery. Yeah, this is pretty straightforward, yeah. If you ever wondered what a Mughal emperor would have smelled like, search no further. So that's it. They're just kind of creating this imagery of these, not ancient, they said like 16th century or something like that, but these old emperors and what they might smell like. And this is a really nice oud, a really nice amber with oud. It's exactly what it says. It's an amber oud. All right, that's Mughal amber oud. And on the other hand here, I'm going to try the Tai Khao Yai oud attar. Tai Khao Yai. And we'll find out about this one here in a second. I'm going to just swipe some on there. Oh, don't spill. Please don't spill this. Please don't spill, Mitch. All right. So, got some on my hand there. Okay, this is lighter. I almost said citrusy for a second there. Let me see. Let me pull it up. And I'm looking for Tai Khao. Okay. Tai Khao Yai Oud Attar from 2021. And okay, oud oils can get a little pricey on their own. They can also sometimes be an acquired taste. I've been wanting to add a few, this is J.K. Delap speaking, a few oud attars to this Shibui series, as these are put together in a way that opens up these concentrated essences in a very friendly and approachable way. So it's supposed to be a more wearable kind of oud. This is very light. It smells almost like sandalwoody. Let me see if I can find out the notes. Okay, it says yuzu. So there must be some yuzu in here. That must be like the citrusy thing I was getting. I just smelled the wrong spot. Oh my God. It gets confusing when you have three different spots. Sometimes I do this at home. I'll do spots on my hands and spots on my arms, and I'm like got like 4 different fragrances going all at once. But let's see. These are solo fleur compositions, as opposed to my many more complex attars I've become quite well known for. These are less expensive, more straightforward single flower attar scents. Tai Khao Yai attar allows the sweetness of the incense in the oud nuances from the region to shine through in an easy, accessible way. No Thai fruit or florals leather here. It's all incense and resinous depth. Oudi at a great price. I think I want another swipe of this one. These are very potent, and doing three at a time, I could be getting a little nose blind. There's the spot. It's very light and woody. Interesting. Let's see, my favorite. Let's see, what's my favorite of the 3? That's the Nagi. I think of my 3, the Amber Oud is my favorite. Mughal Amber Oud. Alrighty, fam. These are my 3 attars that I brought in to share today from the Rising Phoenix Perfumery, perfumed by J.K. Delap. And they're fun. I like to carry them around, you know, swipe here and there, maybe a swipe behind the ears. It's a fun wear experience, and it's very convenient, you know, to carry the thing around and reapply as needed anytime you want. Yeah, I'm definitely liking the Amber Oud one the best. So yeah, Rising Phoenix Perfumery. Rising Phoenix. Worth a look, you guys. All right. I'm going to go ahead and punch out. All right, fam. Peace.